Hello. Good afternoon, Michael Wynn, Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Thank you guys for joining me again on today's virtual Lunch and Learn, where we talk about digital tips and strategies to grow your business. So today is part 4 in a series of 5 where we talk about breaking down the 5 sections of a digital marketing funnel. So the thing that we want to talk about here is loyalty. And what I think is really interesting, if you do a Google search for marketing funnel, many of the funnels that you're going to see that are talked about really end with part 3, which we talked about yesterday, which was conversion. So obviously in a marketing funnel, you want people to take that conversion step and become a client. But I think a lot of marketing funnels fall short and do not include the last two, the first being the last 2 sections, which the first one that we're going to talk about today is the loyalty section, and then the last one being advocacy. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. But today we're going to talk about loyalty and why it's so important to make sure that you really understand the value of this segment of the funnel, because the statistics and the data is out there, and it suggests that it costs much less to retain and attract existing clients to decide to purchase again than it does to acquire new customers or to acquire new clients who've never been a client of yours or have never heard of your company. So the loyalty section of the digital marketing funnel is really important. So let's dive into and talk about loyalty. And I think we can break these sort of content and strategies into 2 segments. And we'll talk about it first from a relationship standpoint, and then secondly from a retention standpoint. So when we talk about relationship building with existing clients who've gone through the phases of awareness, consideration, conversion, and now they're into loyalty, what type of action do we feel they will find the most value from and really think of themselves as a loyal customer? So I think right off the bat, providing a strong FAQ section on your website is incredibly valuable. I think that a lot of companies underutilize the frequently asked questions section, or FAQ. And especially in light of what's going to happen with voice search, having that type of content available on your website is going to be really valuable, because as we continue to use voice on our mobile devices, right, as we speak into, Siri or Google or Amazon or whatever that voice device is, many of our queries will be in a question format. So having an FAQ section that really provides great information for your customers to find the kind of information that they're looking for is a great tool. Number 2 would be to have your own forum or support board. Now, many of these sort of ideas are things that you can do, especially if your website is built on WordPress. There are many plugins and sort of add-on free tools that can expand the functionality of your website. So having your own forum that's sort of behind or inside of the wall of your digital business is a great tool for you to be able to provide exclusive access to content that's only available to your customers. So providing a forum, whether you do it in a community to community, in other words, let clients answer questions of clients, and really, cultivate the community of folks that leverage and use your products or services, great. You can also have a forum section that's more support related. So just as you would have support staff answering the phones, you could have support staff answering questions inside of that forum. And within the forum mechanism, you can sort of gamify that particular segment or functionality of your website. And again, you can go to BuddyPress. There's lots of different Membership Pro, There's several different community building components for WordPress that are extremely popular, well tested, and can provide great value to your clients. Number 3 would be to obviously utilize your email marketing platform. But in this effort, you want to segment out the group that are already consumers and provide success stories. People who said, hey, this is how I found the greatest benefit of using this product or service, and really have that segmented out to the different outcomes that are available when people properly use your product or service that you're offering. So don't forget email marketing. So again, we talked about the relationship side of loyalty. Let's talk about the retention side of loyalty. So keeping a customer for life is really hard. Competition is extremely competitive. Every company is looking to do it better, faster, stronger. And so I think with retention, a couple of things I want to talk about. Obviously, loyalty offers for retention. In other words, provide that discount or provide that special offering that's only available to existing consumers or existing customers that have already purchased from you. So having those loyalty offers. Number 2, and you could execute those again through email or through that forum that we talked about earlier. The other thing is now while this is not necessarily a digital tactic, having a customer appreciation day or month or week where, again, you kind of segment out part of what you're doing in terms of relationship and marketing strategy in creating this environment or this event that is a customer appreciation opportunity. And again, it could be through an offer, it could be through provide them with unlimited services, or really just think about ways to, again, provide them value. Number 3 would be to develop a specific VIP service. Give them direct access to the top people in your organization during a limited window. Maybe you do it quarterly or maybe you do it monthly, but really give them a VIP status. And you can create a VIP criteria to say, okay, you've been a customer for 3 years or 5 years or 7 years, and create the different components of what that VIP service looks like. So those are really the 2 sort of, if we were to break down into incremental steps, how do we really create an environment of loyalty so that as the consumer passes through that customer journey, through the digital marketing funnel, they experience what it means to build relationships with your brand through an enhanced FAQ or through a members-only, customer-only forum, specifically email content that is success stories of other customers that you've had. And then in the retention, we talked about creating loyalty offers, customer appreciation days, and VIP services. So when we really look at this funnel, it's almost a funnel that's become full circle, because ultimately what we want to do is we want that feeling of loyalty to really transcend or morph or organically grow into a sense of feeling like they are a brand advocate. And that's the 5th and final part of the series that we'll talk about tomorrow, and how we can really create brand advocates as the ultimate return on investment for a successful digital marketing funnel. Guys, thank you so much for your time today. My name is Michael Wynn. I am the Chief Digital Officer of Digital Ops, a division of RB Oppenheim Associates. Thanks for joining today. We'll catch you guys tomorrow.